Hello everyone, this is Mitchell. This is going to be a short video about the new DLC, Home Turf, which is on the test server at the moment. One of the main things in this DLC is player bases. As you can see, we've got a new journal entry and 2 styles from a lair. Gothic lair and Deco lair.
Good. Now that you have a theme for your base, you need to get a deed. These are used to actually grant base ownership and to select a location for the entrance.
And another journal entry. As you can see, you can switch between the two, as well as the city that's going to be based in. Some just cost cash, and some don't cost a lot of cash, some cost a lot, and the big places like Arkham Asylum cost Marks of Triumph as well. I've got the dough, so I'll go big.
All right, head to your base now and we'll take a little tour. This is your mainframe, the nerve center of your lair. You can use it to gain access to powerful tools like orbital strikes, backup reinforcements, and powerful equipment mods. Your mainframe's power is maintained here as well, so be sure to keep it up so you can have access to more powerful features. This is your dispenser, where you'll retrieve the items that you've selected in the mainframe, such as communicators for your backup and orbital strikes. Finally, this is your base's control panel. It's used to enter decoration mode, alter some of the colors of your base, and for other utility purposes.
Looks like we get some free stuff to start off with. No base is complete without a table.
Now that you've added the base items to your base inventory, use the control panel to enter decorator mode. While in decorator mode, you can place your items at the appropriate markers. While most base items are cosmetic, there are amenities you can acquire that have very specific functions like bank, mail, and broker access. However, amenities can only be placed at specific markers. Once you've filled up enough markers, you will unlock free placement mode and be able to place base items almost anywhere. So, that about wraps it up. I'm sure you'll uncover even more interesting things about your base. Good luck. And don't forget to try placing those items. Oracle out.
This is quite a big base. Change the colour of your base. And select an emblem. Looks like you've got a maximum cap of 500 items. And where at the moment there's only a certain amount of spaces where you can put things. After you've placed 20 things down, you unlock free placement. So you can place anything anywhere. Let's have a look at the major part, which is the mainframe. You can add a singular player or league. And give them separate permissions for allowing them to enter your base, move items about, and use some of the amenities that you can place down, such as the bank, R&D station, respec station. You have the generator, which is powered by lithium cells, which cost money to charge. Each cell that you buy unlocks a tier that you can purchase in your mainframe. These will run out, so you will have to replace them every now and then. And this is the mainframe. As you can see, there's 4 tiers for each one. The first 2 of each tier only require a single payment to unlock them, and they're unlocked forever, whereas the second 2 have a timer that expires in 30 days, so you have to keep on purchasing them. Obviously, the higher up in the tier you go, the more damage, etc. the item does. Each of these can be activated using a trinket, whereas the tactical mods unlocks access to mods that you can put into your gear. As you can see, the one-off cost is quite acceptable, whereas it just costing marks of triumph. As you keep on going, it costs more and more. See, the original one just does damage to enemies in an area. The next one up does damage and damage over time. The one above that roots as well, and the one above that reduces control resistance, removes shielding effects, grounds, roots, stuns, and does the damage and damage over time. The supply drop starts off by healing allies that pass through it. It then heals allies that pass through it instantly and over time. Next one up restores power and does the healing instantly and over time. The one above that restores health and power to allies who pass through it instantly and over time, as well as increasing their damage output. That's actually a 50% buff to the DPS. Now we have Sidekick. This one is actually a separate trinket for each of the different weapons that are available in the game. So you can pick and choose what weapon your Sidekick has. It starts off with just doing damage. The next one up also heals. The one above that taunts, and the one above that gives power as well. Backup is some mobs that turn up and will help you out. Their set weapon and their style can actually suit the same style as your Lair. You can see they get better and better. Once you get the top tier, they're flying back up. And this is possibly the most interesting bit, the tactical mods. For weapon, neck, back and feet, chest and hands. It looked easy enough to unlock all them, but as I say, tier 3 and 4 of each of them is a monthly thing that you need to keep on doing. And I started off with 50k mark of triumph, and I have 29. So it's cost about 20k to unlock all the tiers of that. Okay, let's check out where you can pick up all the stuff that you've bought and unlocked. from the dispenser. As you can see, the Orbital Strike and Supply Drop are trinkets. There's a separate trinket for each of the sidekicks with the different weapons that you have available to yourself, as well as your backup in the style of your base. Before I show you some of the mods that you can put into your gear, if you do nip onto the test server yourself, you can head to the Monitor Womb and the PvP Tier 3 vendor. You can pick up a test server housing supply box, and on use, that will give you a load of items to furnish your house with, as well as a big bag of marks and money. But I'm sure you want to see some of the trinkets, so I'll click the Supply Drop, Orbital Strike, and the Sidekick. Here is the Supply Drop. See, people who stand in this gain a 50% damage bonus and get health and power restored to them over time and instantly. We have the Orbital Strike, which was a big hit of damage, and as I said before, this adds quite a few effects and control distance reductions to the target, plus damage over time. We have the Sidekick, which will fight. And here we have Backup, which use Rifle. Right, let's look at the mods. Should add all the trinkets and the mods have an expiration date of 3 days. You can say they are the tier 4 mods, so they do scale. As you can see, some of these are crazy useful. And they work just like normal mods. And you just drag them in. And you can see it tells you how many daisies remaining as well. Crazy. As you can also see, there's a new tab on your adventure screen called Base, and this lists all the items that you have unlocked. This is not all the items that exist, just all the items that you have used before. When you exit your base, it doesn't take you to the last location you're at, it takes you to straight outside where your base is. And where your base shows on the map as a greenhouse, your friends' bases, where you have permission to actually see the base, show up as purple. You can also warp to your base, and the countdown on that I think is half an hour. Yep. Just to show you what a lair looks like when it doesn't just consist of a table, Redwolf here has made his own lair and has furnished it. So let's have a quick look inside. As you can tell, it's in the style of Dreadwolf. As you can see, you can put quite a lot of stuff in. And it is all destructible. But luckily for me, it does respawn back. Thanks for watching, and please check out the next video, which will be Lairs PvP, open world bounties and the new feats.